Looks like morning in your eyes, but the clock's held 9:15 full hours. Sunrise, sunrise, couldn't tempt us if it tried, 'cause the afternoon's already come and gone. And I said, ooh, to you. Surprise, surprise, couldn't find it in your eyes, but I'm sure it's written all over my face. Surprise, surprise, never something I could hide. When I see we made it through another day, then I say, ooh, 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 to you. Now the night will throw its cover down on me again.
Morning, Audrey.
Morning.
How are you?
Here we are.
Oh, I was thinking that this one. I've seen that on Zoom before.
I'm excited that you changed the class time. I have to be at work at 9:45, so I was like, yay, I can actually do class this morning.
Yeah, I actually moved at town outside at 11, so I had to move it early.
Okay.
Why did your mister? Who's this?
What? You're a little broken up.
Oh, sorry. Who's this?
This is Otis. Otis, come here.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a rescue, so we don't really know. We think he's got this weird curly tail that like we can't explain. Some kind of terrier mix probably. He's only like a year and a half.
Oh.
Look at my mat. That's gross. He's a licker though. He like licks everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like do when I finally can get a dog.
Yeah, I know.
Incredible.
They're good though. And then Murphy's the older one. He's like, he'll be 6, I think, this fall.
Okay. Cool.
They usually make an appearance.
Always. Yoga's always better with dogs. We have a couple more joining. Did you have a good week? I feel like, did I see you this week?
No, I didn't. I had like a weird schedule this week, so I wasn't really able to join until today. But
I'm glad you're here.
yeah, I took my test on Tuesday.
How did it
I don't know. I'll find out in 2 weeks, but it's so good to have it over with and just like such a relief.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Like getting to the end of the semester and you're like, yes, finally.
Yeah. Oh, Otis wants to show you his toy.
Oh, yeah.
You came running over to show Anna your toy? That's nice.
They do that when you get home. Do they like go find something and like bring it to you?
Yeah, Murphy usually does that every time. Our old dog, he was a Labradoodle, and he used to smile when we come home. Like he'd show his teeth and smile at us. Yeah. Stop showing your butt.
It's very new. He just started doing this like a couple months ago, but
Yeah.
when I get home, like if I go to my parents' house and he has a couple hours, he'll just cry like, killing me, kid, you're killing me. So darn cute.
And then you have your niece too, right? Is she? That's your brother's little girl?
Yes, it's my
Oh,
brother's baby. I'm
so cute.
obsessed So perfect. Like you watch, especially right now, like watching her smile and laugh and giggle with everything else going on. It's just
Yeah.
like you have no idea, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like we've been taking her down to the river, like splashing in the water, and it just gives her the biggest smile.
That's so cute. How old is she?
About a year and a half now.
Nice. That's really cute age, because I'm with kids all the time at my job. So they like everything from a newborn to 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
But I love that like little toddler age. I think like the 2.5-year-olds when they come in, they're my favorite.
Yeah. So gorgeous. I have another my neighbor has he's just like he's coming into himself now, where he's like got a ton of energy and wants to do more.
Mm-hmm.
Snuggly, like figuring out life stage. Oh, it looks like the one that was going to join the recording. That's okay though. I have one more person joining, I know, live, so we'll get started. It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, so I'm going to put...
Otis, you're gonna have to move, buddy. You're gonna have to move.
We'll start the music. You hear me okay? Yeah, the music isn't too loud because I can turn it down. No? Okay. Cool. All right, this morning, oh my goodness, tonight, we're gonna start on our backs, on our mat. So let's come flat to our backs. Maris, where are you? And when we're to our backs, let's close our eyes. And we're going to take some breath work before we go anywhere on our mat. So I want you to bring your hands to your tummy, kind of like bring the palms of the hands to the bony parts of the head. So the left palm is on the left hip, the right palm is on the right hip. I want you to feel how sturdy and secure the hips are here. And they're laying down. And just let the fingers and the rest of the hand relax on the low belly. We're going to work on some belly breathing. Belly breathing is really great. Stress. So close the eyes and get rid of any exhale, stale breath. And then we're going to take it through the nose. Feel it fill the belly. Feel the belly rise and move your fingertips. Feel the chest rise. Take a couple exercises beyond what you need. And then feel the belly fall. And the hands gently press on the belly. Resting there. Feel this. Feel the change. Rise, that's all. So inhale. Belly rise. Chest rise. And exhale. And exhale. And now that we know what our body is doing here with the breath, we're going to focus on the length of the breath. So after the next exhale, we're going to inhale for 5. Inhale. 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to exhale for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to keep going. Counting 5 on the inhale. 7 on the exhale. Do the best here to keep the force of breath on the exhale equal from start to finish. Instead of letting it all out on counts 1, 2, 3. Try to keep it even 1 to 7. Your hands on the low belly and sense that rise and fall.
Don't wanna get ahead of myself, feeling things I've never felt. It's kind of hard for me to explain her personality and everything. Brings me to my knees. Oh,
Notice if you're wanting to do fidget.
take it slow, but it's so hard. I love to see her face in daylight. It's more than just our body.
Your best, your eyes closed, fully centered, of breath.
But she's really tempting me. Oh, do you think I'm being foolish if I
Whatever you're doing,
don't
breathe.
rush in? I'm scared to death that she might be it, that the love is real, that the shoe might fit. She might just be my everything and beyond, beyond space and time in the afterlife. Will she have my kids? Will she be my wife?
Relax.
She might just be
Exhale
my
here.
everything and beyond.
Your 7. And then just with
Wanna bring her round to
the
me,
pranayama and breath work that we
like a
do,
candle.
control
I
of
know that
the breath.
grandma would have loved
The
her
breath return to
like she
normal.
was her own. She makes me feel at home.
Controlling that change. Let it
Do you think I'm being foolish if I don't rush in? I'm scared to death.
notice how the belly might fall and rise differently when we're not controlling the breath. So,
Beyond, beyond space and time in the afterlife. Will she have my kids? Will she be my wife? She might just be my everything and beyond.
as we move through our practice today,
I give up.
we're going to pause here and there. Practice that belly movement. Practice the idea of here, rather than holding our breath during whenever we're ready, then breathing after. And we're done. So leave your left hand where it is. Draw your right hand over to your left wrist. And draw the hand, right hand back on the left. Just draw them over the head. Okay, welcome again. Full body stretch with that right hand on the left wrist. We're gonna lift up those shoulders. Draw the upper body over to the right with that right hand on the left wrist still. And then walk those over to the right side of the mat. So we're kind of in like a seat from top down. It's actually sometimes called banana stretch. Just stretching gently into the left side body. Notice if either the left shoulder or the left hip are feeling off of that. You want all 4 corners of the torso, the left, the right shoulders, and the left and right hips. We want them both, all 4 down on the mat still, even though we're stretching. We're gonna go a little deeper before we exit here. Release that right hand from the left wrist and draw that right arm all the way out and down towards the right knee. So you're reaching that right hand down towards your feet. Now see if you can't reach that left arm up and over just a little bit more. Keeping the shoulders and hips in line. And then we'll come out the way we came. The right arm can come back up, grab the left wrist. Lift the shoulders back out to center, walk the feet back to center. And we'll hug the both the knees into the hands, the knees. And rocking out into the muscles in the hips. Hands to the knees. After we take some circles, let's bring those legs all the way back out. Hands back up overhead. Left hand grabs the right wrist this time. And we're going to bring those shoulders over to the left side a little bit. Take them off center, drawing that right hand up and over with the left wrist or the left hand. Then the legs come off of the left side of the mat. They walk over to the left side. Finding Notice if there's any kinks in the body that are causing you to hold tension. Notice if the exhale comes in where you're not compensating. Allow the pain to continue. Again, that slight reverse. Keep that left arm out, down towards the left knee. And reach that right arm up and over, maybe just an inch more. Sort of a stretch here. And then bring that left arm back up to meet the right wrist. Bring the shoulders back through center. Feet walk back to center. And we're going to hug those knees in again. Hands to the knees. Circle the hips out. Taking a little bit of movement here intuitively. What feels good with our knees into our chest. We're going to drop the soles of the feet to the mat. Knees are bent up. We're going to ground down under the feet. Lift the hips up and over to the left side. We're going to drop the knees over to the right, taking a gentle twist here, working spine. Our arms could be out into a T. If we want, we can place that right hand on one of our knees. They're kind of far away still though, so maybe just keep your hands in a T. Face still towards the ceiling. A gentle twist. Imagine your spine bringing out, like we bring out a towel. After a couple moments, we'll bring those knees back up through center, soles of the feet run back down onto the mat. Press into the heels, lift the hips up and over to the right side this time. Drop the knees to the left. Again, the gaze stays towards the ceiling. Arms are out into a T. And then we'll bring the knees back up. Soles of the feet back on the mat, lift the hips, and back. Center. We're going to stretch the legs long here. Stretch really long. I'm going to bring us into a setup for this first stretch we're going to take seated, but I want to set up here first, lying down. So draw that left knee in towards the chest. Arms are still out to a T. We're not helping that leg. It's all in the abdomen, the core, and the hip flexor. That left knee is drawing in towards the chin. We're going to cross it over the right leg and just place the sole of the foot down on the outside of that right leg. So it's kind of tented up just over that right leg. Now we're going to bring the hands behind the head, and we're going to take this really slow activating crunch up to a seat. This might be a real challenge, but stick with it and just imagine. So imagining this crunch, we're curling the chin to the chest, and then from there we're tucking vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up to a seat. It might be really challenging. That's okay. If we find a challenge, that means it's somewhere that we can work. We come up to the top, spread that chest, and then we're going to bring those hands to the leg. We're going to take a twist. So we're going to wrap that knee into the right elbow crease. Take the left hand behind our hips, twisting over into a twist. Another twist, a little bit deeper. I want you to imagine someone pulling the crown of the head away from the tailbone. And slowly, even that twist, shifting that gaze over the left shoulder. Be gentle, we're still warming up here. Hug that knee in. Notice if the sit bones have peeled up off the back here. We're going to twirl around on twisting. Bring those hands out to the right side. Take them framing that right hip and kind of just take like a bow, releasing. Taking a counter. And then we're going to walk those hands all the way back behind us, as far as we can. We're going to twist onto this left foot. The toes come towards our hands. Lift up into a three-legged dog. The right leg lifts. Three-legged dog. Kind of hips parallel with the mat. We take back to the mat. Come back around. And feel a stretch in the back of that left leg. That right leg, it doesn't matter how high it is. We're not super warmed up here, so it's not going to go super high. And keep it active, reaching to the back of the group. And then we're going to tuck in the nose, all the way forward into a legged plank. Each nose, knees in that half seated. That's we're going to step it through gently, coming to a low leg. The toes are set right beneath the heel of that left foot. We're grounding down underneath the right foot. We're going to engage the legs towards each other. So imagine squeezing the thighs together, even though they're apart. Activate through the glute, press down through the right heel, and inhale, rise, high lunge, shoulders stack overhead. Fingers reach towards the ceiling. And then we're going to open up into a warrior two. So the back foot winds down. Shoulders stacked over hips. Maybe take your hands to your hips for a second and just check that they're over to the side. You don't want them facing forward. Arms out strong. We're going to flip the palms of the hands. Press into that right leg. Straighten the leg. Inhale. Flying warrior. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. One more. Inhale. Flying warrior. Exhale. Warrior two. Line. One more this time. Inhale. Flying warrior. Come onto the heel of that right foot. Flip the toes to come parallel with each other facing that side of the mat. Hands to the hips. We're going to take an active fold over here in wide leg forward fold. So I want you to keep the weight in the toes, engage the abdomen. We're going to hover down, straight spine, until we're parallel with the mat. Find that hover. Then release the hands and come all the way down into a wide leg forward fold. Bend the knees if needed. If you're feeling any pain in joints surrounding that adductor muscle on the inner thigh, try to press into the feet, round down into the feet as if you're kind of pulling the mat together beneath. It's going to help protect, keeping the activation in the muscles. From here, take a half lift, inhale, hands are still on the mat, but we pull the crown of the head away from the tailbone. We're gonna walk it around, take our hands to frame that left foot into our low lunge. Now here, we're gonna lower that right knee, untuck the toes, inhale. Anjaneyasana, biceps to ears. Gaze is slightly up, fingers and crown of the head are reaching up and back. Imagine a medicine ball behind you, a big, big ball that you're draping your back over. You're not just crunching. Then exhale. Frame that foot, tap the back toes, lift the back knee, and step forward. Come to our forward. Bend the knees, abdomen and thighs connected. And neck, shoulders let go. Enjoy the stretch, the traction of the spine. Bend the knees a little deeper, shoot the arms behind us. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide and up. Hands to prayer, and exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment with hands at heart center, eyes closed. Feel what's happening in the body. We're waking up, you might feel a little stiff. Still, get aware. We're gonna inhale, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands down through center, elbows draw forward, forward fold. Heel toes out at distance. Toes are straight off, heels are on. We're gonna lower the hips. Come all the way to a yoga squat. Hands come to the inner thigh. We don't want them pressing right on the knees. Try to lengthen through the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head, so we're not crunching forward, really opening the chest. And then come all the way down to a seat. Bring the hands behind you to come back. We're going to come all the way back down. So actually, bring your hands behind the legs. Drop down on your spine. A couple times, come to a flat back, and let the legs come all the way out. We're back where we started. We're going to take that flow on the other side. We're going to lift that right knee in towards the chin. Just from the hip flexor and abdomen strength. We're not helping it. Then we're going to cross that right leg over the left leg before the sole of the foot comes down flat to the mat. Maybe if you're feeling a little off balance here and that right hip is peeling up off of the mat, press deeper into that right sole of the foot. Press it into the mat, but also press the left leg into the outer ankle. We're going to bring the hands behind the head again. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to tuck the chin and then roll up. Using all the strength in the abdomen that you can. Chest rises, chest shines, elbows open. And then we drop those hands. We grab that left knee. We bring that left knee into the crease, that right knee into the crease of the left elbow. And we twist, right hand behind us. Imagine someone drawing the crown of the head up. Someone twisting the shoulders to the right. I want to pause here for a moment. I want you to take some of those deep belly breaths. Inhale, feel the belly at the leg. And exhale, feel it retreat away. This is breathing through. We're not holding movement. We're still in our posture. We're not coming to a neutral position. We're allowing the breath to move through whatever we're doing, whatever we're feeling. After a couple belly breaths, let's untwist. Take it over to the left side for our counter like we did on the other side. Frame that left hip and just kind of take a bow here. Getting release, that right hip will peel up off of the mat. Come back up, find the 6 bones back on the mat and walk those hands as far back as you can. We're going to pivot on this right heel. The toes of the right foot come towards the hands at the top of the mat. And that left leg lifts into a three-legged dog. Again, let the weight of the right heel fall down to the mat. Hips are parallel with the mat. Left leg is pointing out and back and then up. Then we're going to tuck it knee to nose. Coming through, kissing it down. Setting up for our high lunge. The back toes, the right toes are stacked right beneath the right heel. Try not to let the heel get behind the toes. Left leg is stacked right over the left. Ankle, draw the thighs together, inhale. Chest rise and shoulders stack on top of hips. Tuck the pelvis slightly. Maybe bend the back knee if you have to, just a little bit to bring the hips right beneath the shoulders. Engage the abdomen and then open up into warrior two. Back foot parallel with the back of the mat. Left knee is tracking right over the left ankle. Left heel is in line with the sole of the right foot. We're going to take those flying warriors. So inhale, straighten that left leg. Hands rise, prayer overhead. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Maybe a little deeper here. Inhale, press through the left heel, straighten that left leg, and exhale, warrior two. Last one, inhale. Flying warriors, come on to the left heel with that left foot. Flip the toes, come to the side, hands to the hips, and come down with strength. Weight is in the toes. Come to a flat back, parallel with the mat, and then release the hands all the way down. Wide leg forward fold. Maybe bend into the legs, bending one and then the other, making sure the weight stays in the toes, the hips. You want to stay in front of the heels with the hips, not behind. Then we're going to take a half lift here in our wide leg forward fold, weight in the toes. Hands are in contact with the mat. Front of the head is pulling away from the sits bones. And we're going to walk ourselves over, frame the right foot, drop the left knee, untuck the back toes, inhale, rise. Anjaneyasana. Biceps to ears, hips are pulling forward and down, not just straight down. We're draping, maybe a slight back bend here. We're draping, imagining draping that back over a big ball behind us. Please lift slightly. And then we exhale. Back down, frame that right foot. Tuck the back toe, press the heel away, lift the left knee, and step it forward. Coming to our forward fold. Knees are bent, abdomen, thighs. Take the head against the body. Enjoy the reprieve now that we've created a little bit. And we're going to bend the knees a little bit more, shoot the arms behind us, inhale, arms all the way up. Hands in prayer overhead, exhale, and then start center again. Guys, what are you feeling? We will continue through our flow. So we're going to take that same flow. We're going to come back to the beginning, back on our mats. And we're gonna build on it a little bit. So we'll sweep those arms out and up. Hands overhead. Exhale, elbows and hands draw forward and down. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna heel toe. Those feet out to about mat width distance, toes splayed off, heels on. Again, we're gonna come down to a yogi squat. Elbows on the insides of the thighs. Draw that chest forward. Imagine someone opening those shoulders, pulling them behind you. Otis is a little helper here. We're gonna lower those hips all the way down. Hands behind us, feet come out, and hands behind the legs, we rock down on our spine. I don't think I can teach a class without including this thing. So we'll come all the way down, feet flat, or legs straight out. Take a full body stretch before we come into our next flow. Hands come down by our side. We're going to start where we began last time. So we're going to tuck that left knee in towards the chin. Hip flexor and abdomen doing the work. We're going to hold here for a couple of moments. We're going to inhale, keeping that leg lifted. Inhale the arms up overhead. Your hands don't touch the floor. We're gonna sweep those arms up and over to the outside of that left leg. We're gonna crunch over to the left side of that knee, over to the outside of your left leg. You're reaching, you're crunching. That left knee is pulled towards the right shoulder. And then we'll come back down. Place that left foot to the outside of the right leg. Bring the hands behind the head. We're gonna crunch starting with chin tucked to the chest. Coming all the way up. Using the abdomen, spreading the shoulders, elbows wide at the top. And then draw that leg in. Come to the knee to the elbow crease. And hand comes behind us. If we feel a bit more here, take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, getting a little deeper of a stretch in the glute, but only if we can still breathe. We don't want to go beyond where we can breathe. Notice the belly, in the leg, belly breaths. You can take one count of 5 on the inhale, 7 on the exhale. Remind the body we're okay. There's no reason to go into fight breathing here. And we're going to release that twist. Come back around. Frame that right hip off to the side. Take a little bow. Counter that twist. Come all the way back up. And before we take it back to our down dog, we're going to bend this right leg that's straight out back towards our butt. So the right heel comes back towards our left butt. We're going to take a little bit deeper of a stretch here in our twist with that right leg beneath us. So we're going to take that twist again over to the left side. Gaze over the left shoulder. Notice if that caused the hips to lift up off of the mat. Try to get them back on the mat. If they don't get entirely there, that is. We're going to untwist. Take those hands, frame the right leg again, take another counter, and now both legs like this. We're going to walk the hands back behind us, up to our down dog. The legs aren't lifted this time, we're just in a down dog. So enjoy the down dog here. Pedal out the feet. From here, maybe inch those hands just an inch closer to the toes. We're going to lift that right hand. Bring it back to the outside of the left leg somewhere. Taking a twist. Keep the spine long, elbow reaching up to the sky. And bring it back to center. We're going to lift that right leg up behind us. Three-legged dog. Hips parallel with the mat. Exhale, knee to nose. We're going to keep that lifted. Knee to nose, tuck, height here. Then inhale, back up. We're going to take 2 more here. So tuck that right knee to the right elbow, keeping it high, almost towards the armpit area. Inhale, back up. And this time, tuck the knee towards the left side. And inhale back up. This time, tuck the knee in and send it all the way through, coming to our low lunge. Toes of the left foot are right to the left heel. We're going to inhale, high lunge. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Right knee tracking right over the right ankle. Pelvis and abdomen. Pelvis tucked slightly, abdomen engaged. And we're going to open right up to warrior 2. Again, we're going to take those flying warriors. Inhale. Press into the right leg. Straighten. Exhale. Warrior 2. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Before we come into our last one, we're going to take an extended side angle. So we're going to bring the right elbow down to the right knee. We're going to extend that left arm, bicep by ear, but keep the shoulders, the hips open to the left side. Try not to jump into your right knee. Try to keep the obliques activated. And then from here, windmill that left arm down towards the right foot and keep it going back to the left foot. We're going to come into, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name, but bending into the left knee at the back of the mat. The right leg is extended, our heel is down, toes are facing up. So hands can come down here. We're going to take a couple of these back and forth. So use your hands to walk back and forth between the right side and the left side. I can't believe I don't remember what it is. Left side, back to the right. And then this time as we come back to the left, we're going to frame that left foot, come to our low lunge. Right knee down, inhale. Anjaneyasana, biceps ears. Up those hips forward and down. And then we're going to take those hands towards center. Inhale long through the crown of the head and twist that right elbow over to the outside of the left and twist our low lunge. Try to stay long in this time. We're not crunching the twist in our low back. Then bring that heart center back forward, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and we're going to come forward, bringing that right knee to the chest without dropping that right foot. We're going to lift that right knee up and over and take it to our eagle legs. Our hands are still at prayer. So in our eagle legs, our right knee crosses over the left. Maybe we bind behind that ankle, maybe we don't, but once we're here, try to bring those hips back forward. They're gonna wanna peel off. And from here, shoot all the way up, release that right leg, and come down. So, there's lots happening in that left leg. We're gonna inhale. Exhale, flutter those lips. Forward fold. Let things go. Maybe check in, how did that go? Was there a space that felt a little bit more challenging? Know that so that the next time that we take, you're aware of it and you're ready for it. That's it. So from here, we're gonna again walk those feet. That one is go straight off, heels on. Lower those hips, elbows to the insides. In our yogi squat. Chest lifted. Press those palms together at heart center. It's going to help open those legs. And then lower the hips. Hands behind the legs. Drop all the way down. A couple times here. And bring our legs flat out. Take a body stretch, full body, hands up overhead, toes reaching over. And then hands relax out into a T. Right leg. Press in, towards the chin, hip flexor and abdomen. We're going to take that same activation. Hands up overhead, not touching the mat. We're going to reach them over to the right side. Reach it over there. Tuck that right knee to the left shoulder. Lots of compression. Hip flexor, abdomen area on the right side. And then release those hands back down. Cross the right foot over, pull the foot comes flat to the mat. Anchor them together, the ankle and the leg pressing together, hands come behind the head, stretch to the chest. And all the way up, really challenging. Open those elbows wide, and then tuck that leg in. Left elbow, right. Twist should feel more welcoming now that we're warm. Feel like you can go a little deeper as we work through them. Inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to untwist that counter over to the left side. Come back up. We're going to tuck that left heel towards the right head. Notice if maybe you can kind of round down those hips before we even tuck this knee into the chest. And then we're going to take the same twist over to the right side. I forgot to mention that if you had it there, you can open that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. If that's not there, totally just keep your hand there. So from here, we're going to come back around on twist. We're going to walk our hands the other side to counter, and walk them all the way back, twisting open to a down dog facing the back of our mat. Legs are not lifted. We're just in a traditional down dog. Maybe you can bend. Patting at the feet. We're going to inch those hands 1 inch closer to the toes. Cross that left hand to the outside of the right leg. Gaze under the right armpit. Twisting. Keeping your spine reaching long behind you and to the crown of the head. And untwist. Hands back to down dog. We're going to lift that left leg, three-legged dog. Hips are parallel. And exhale, knee to nose. Crunch it in. Dome through the shoulders, create space for that leg. Then inhale, back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over to the left elbow, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Left knee to right elbow. Keeping that leg in close. And inhale, back up. This time, tuck that knee in. Step it through. Set up for our high lunge. We want the back toes right beneath the back heel. Left knee tracking over that left ankle. Squeeze the legs together and inhale, rise. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Breath here. And then open up into our warrior two. Back foot is framing, or back foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Left heel is in line with the right sole of the foot. Stack the shoulders on top of the hips. Press into the left heel, straighten the left leg. Inhale, rise, flying warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flying warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Go a little deeper. Inhale, flying warrior. Exhale, warrior two. From here, we're going to take an extended side angle. Bring that left elbow to the left knee. Right hand reaches up and over. Bicep by the ear. Getting a stretch from the right foot all the way up to the right finger. Stay strong in that left side. Don't be done here. And when that right arm comes down towards the left foot, keep it squeezing back to the right. And bring a bend into that right leg, straightening that left leg. Left goes down, toes are up. We're going to take a couple of these, walking back and forth. One more on each side. Feeling the stretch in each direction. And then the next time we come back to frame our right foot, we're going to frame it for our low lunge, lower that left knee, untuck the back toes, and inhale, rise, punch up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, front of the head pulls away from the tailbone. Twist the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. And then press that right hand into the left hand. Bring the hands back towards heart center. Inhaling. If you can't breathe, back out a little bit. Make sure that the breath is not sacrificed. And then here, inhale, release. Come back towards the front. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee by pressing the heel away. We're going to step forward again. Maybe get a little momentum here, bending into that right leg. We're going to step forward, cover that left leg up. Keep the hands at heart center. We're crossing over into control. Again, we want to cross that leg. If we're feeling funky in the knee, force that foot around the ankle. But once we get to where we are, where the hips to the front of the room again. On our exhale, sink a little deeper. little deeper. Left one. Inhale all the way up. Release that left leg. Open the arms and bring that left leg down. Inhale, arms up. And flutter the lips. Exhale. Let that go all the way down. Bend the knees, thighs, and abdomen. Shoulders. Go. And here, we're finding little intuitive movements. Maybe I'm bending one knee and then the other, kind of swaying back and forth. But even here, do those deep belly breaths. Take 3 rounds of that deep belly breathing. 5 on the inhale, 7 on the exhale. Continuing to breathe through our practice, not holding the breath, but breathing through it.
On the way back home, we sang a song, but our throats were getting dry. That we saw the land
Breath.
across the road with the sunshine in his eyes.
Exhale, bend those palms. We're going to step that right foot back, maybe bring the left foot a little bit more forward and back. We're going to come into low lunge, that right knee is forward. And stretch out that right foot. So, again, imagine your belt here, pulling forward and then down, not straight down. Hands can come to the knees, or they can come overhead. Whichever is more comfortable. We're going to hang out here for a little bit. Keep a gentle activation in the abdomen, touching the pelvis, so that we're not fully relying on flexibility, but activating the surrounding muscles, joints. Maybe close your eyes and go inward, using that breath. Place it beneath that shoulder. We're going to open that left arm over to the left side. Now my right shoulder is wanting to jut towards my right ear. So pull it back down towards that right hip and keep everything away from the ears. Keep that long. Okay, gentle twist. And then bring that hand back down. Tuck the back toe. We're going to lift that back knee. We're going to tuck, so we're going to dome through the shoulders here. Tuck that left knee up through the chest, like a 3-legged plank, and then kick it back, 3-legged up. The more that you can dome through the shoulders and press away from the mat before we can lift that leg, the easier it's going to be. Bring that foot down to down dog. And let the feet shift gaze in front of the mat. Step it forward, left, right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. From here, we're going to bend the palms and step that half foot back. Coming to our low back. Using the warmth that we created. Come up. Shift that right knee. And hand comes to the knee. And we start. So again, making sure we're acting on the left. So we're not just letting flexibility go. Maybe close the eyes. Noticing how it feels rather than worrying about how it feels. Last little bit. Down. That right foot is Open that right knee is playing open, trying to drag it back. So let's try to break over that right shoulder. Drag that left elbow or that left shoulder down, back. And then lower that right foot. We're going to take that same position. So cuff the back toe, press the heel away. We're going to dome through the shoulders, getting light in that right foot. So wait 15 minutes, and then we'll cuff that right foot into the chest and lift it back. Three-legged dog. And lower that up. We're going to take a fun little hop here. So gaze in front of the mat. We're going to hop the feet to the outside of your hands. We're going to go to squat. We're hopping forward outside of the hand and then lower those hips into our squat. Hopping always feels so jarring at the beginning of practice. Here. More than it. Take the hands behind the leg and walk it down. This time we are not going back up. We're down for good. Stay here, stay for practice. Take those rocks and then come flat back. Let's take those rocks side to side so that we're getting all angles of the low back. So just tuck them really close into the chest. Feel the low back, feel up away from the mat. Then I want you to lower those knees back away from your chest until you feel the low back on the mat. Then from here, rock left and right. Making sure that we're massaging out the low back. It also prevents us from hurting the vertebra of the spine. The back is very, very flat. So we're going to lower those knees, or those feet, so that they come flat to the mat. We're just going to cross that right leg over the left. Bring that left sole of the foot back to center in the mat. It's going to be a little off to the left. We're going to round down into that left foot. Lift those hips up and over to the left a little bit, and then drop those knees crossed over to the right side. That right leg is helping the left leg down. The gaze can drop over to the left side now. Done enough where we're warm enough to stretch and twist the entire spine. You should feel this in the left hip, the left glute. Maybe in the low back as well.
I wanna walk with you on a cloudy day in fields where the yellow grass grows knee high. So won't you try to come away with me and we'll kiss
Breathing deeper in.
on a mountain top. Come away with me
And then inhale, knees back up towards center.
and
Across the legs. Shift the hips so that they're back centered. Wiggle around. And then we're going to cross the left leg over the right. Bringing the twist on the other side. So again, bring the sole of that right foot back center between the hips. We're going to press into that right sole. Lift the hips up and over the right side a little bit. And drop the knees over to the left. Bring the twist on the other side. Notice if that right shoulder is keeping up. Try to keep that in. Oftentimes 3 to 4 breaths, and we find ourselves, oh, I'm still holding on there. Give yourself permission to let go a little bit.
there in your arms. So all I ask is for you to come away with me.
Come back through center. Shift those hips back towards center, uncross the legs, hug them in. Hands to the knees. And we're gonna take a happy baby. I love taking this one. It's a great one to take at the end of any practice. We're gonna take the hands to the outer soles of the feet or the ankles or shins, whatever we can reach comfortably. And we're gonna draw the elbows and the knees down together towards the mat. Now, once we find that, okay, great, we're here. But notice the lower back. Actively press the hands into the feet into the hands and press that low back down to the mat again. Feel up. Happens to everyone. And that compression, maybe with that low back in contact with the mat. Maybe rock left and right here. I literally watched my niece do this the other day. It's just incredible how it's so easy. No issues. I'm gonna rock back and forth. Whoa, something just fell together. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. You're good, you're good. Keep rocking. That's the right. Then we're gonna bring those heels towards the glutes and come all the way out into our Shavasana. If there's anything else that you didn't take that you just feel like you need, now's your time. If not, just come to your Shavasana. Just those legs long by your side. One, two, up. What's happening? You're just feeling better here. Just from laying here, you can sense the tension that is there. Morning. And then we'll come back to we visited it a couple times throughout class, reminding ourselves to breathe through and not just let the breath side. And more have energy just another really good mat and pause. So we come back to that breath. Inhale with 5. Exhale with 7. There is a down.
Sunrise, sunrise, looks like morning in your eyes, but the clock's held 9:15 full hours. Sunrise, sunrise, couldn't tempt us if it tried, 'cause the afternoon's already come and gone. And I said, ooh.
There's a lot of instances in life when we're told to rest. I'll be honest, sometimes I laugh at that statement. How to rest. It's almost inevitable in anyone's life. But I've recently learned a lot more about breath work and belly breathing, where we inhale but then we exhale longer. Just breathing a little differently, a little bit more mindfully, and actually deep rest. Activates the parasympathetic nervous system, relaxation in the body, letting your body know everything is okay. Next time you hear someone say that or you feel stressed and you're just frazzled, sit for a moment, 30 seconds, and deep belly breathe like this. Releasing the fight or flight mode that you're probably in at that point. And replacing it with a parasympathetic nervous system activation. Letting your body know that everything is okay. How you are suffering on the inside. We don't just move there right away. Move there slowly. Take your time. Coming into that feeling the simplicity of the moment. You, your mat, and your breath. Thoughts might try to seep in, but you're not needed. Not relevant right now. Then we're going to take that left arm, place it into the neck. Keep the eyes closed. Best you can. Rocking all the way up to your knees. Round down at the bones. Anchor yourself here. Get long to the spine.
It's a Friday, we finally made it. I can't believe I get to see your face.
Breathe.
You've been working, and I've been waiting to pick you up and take you
Move our hands to our center. And exhale, release the other knee. And breath. Take one. Inhale together through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Thank you for coming today. I'm so honored that I did have work coming, but you did great. I'm honored that you were here. We had a little private, so I'm glad that you came.
Honestly, I think that was one of my favorite flows you've done yet. I really liked it. That was good.
Yeah, honestly, it came to me while I was brushing my teeth this morning. I was
Really?
like, we're gonna try it. So
I liked it. Like, I feel like facing backwards like throws you off at first, but it's so good to like get out of the routine of like the usual flow.
yes, for
I
sure.
really liked it.
Sometimes it can get stale doing the same things over and over.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. All right. I gotta go run to work, but thank you so much for a great start to the day.
Welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.